right, y'all, and hello from Norwegian Bliss out of Los Angeles. We are currently in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and I have an excursion booked. It's a clear bottom boat thingy. With the more at sea, I got a $50 credit, and this was like 90 something, so I'm only gonna pay 40 something for it. And so I thought, why not? That's the guy at the desk said that's like kind of the most unique thing to do, and it was, you know, more or less in my price range. And so yeah, that's what we got for today. It's a little bit after 11. My meetup time is on shore at 12:50. So I'm gonna not eat fully. I'm gonna have a snack or something. I'm not like too hungry, and I think there'll probably be food options out there at some point as well. So I'm just gonna have a quick snack, and then I should, you know, be good to go down to get on a tender boat. This is a tender port. There is no actual dock. You just have to get on a smaller little boat, and they'll take you across to the mainland, and then you go from there. So that's what's up. That's what we're gonna do. You'll see all of that after I, shut my mouth now, and hopefully it'll be a good day. And I'll of course check in with you all later and let you know how it went and what I thought about it. Was it worth it? Was it not? All of those things. But yeah, we'll talk soon. So I'm back to the room. Let's talk about Cabo for a second, because yeah, this is my first time here, so I've never really experienced this part of the world. I've been to Ensenada on a former California cruise, but Cabo wasn't one of our stops on that itinerary, so it was nice to experience this place for the first time, blah blah blah. The clear boat thing was interesting. I definitely feel like if you're gonna go explore the, like the arch and the different rock formations and reefs and stuff, that's probably the one to choose. They also have glass bottom boats and regular shuttles and taxis and things to take you over there. There's some beaches you can get dropped off at as well. But if you're just wanting to explore the reefs and the, whatever else in that area, then that's the clear boat is the way to go. I do think it was a little bit pricey going through the cruise line. I think you're able to private book those for a little bit cheaper, and there's all kinds of other options, like I said, as well. Our tour guide was super good. The captain was funny. They, tried to do a good job of making it lively, etc. They took us all around everywhere. It was only 2 hours, but it felt long enough. Like by the time we got back, I was like ready to be done with it. So there was kind of like perfect timing. It is pretty touristy. They do ask for tips. They want you to buy photos. They took a few of some people. I only took one on the front of the boat, and they were going to charge me $60 for that one photo. So I was like, I'm good. But I got tons of, footage and photos, etc. of my own stuff. I should have probably taken a selfie while I was out there, but wasn't really thinking about that. It's a little awkward being in an excursion like that alone. Everybody else was, coupled up. So it was fine. I didn't feel like I was being like ignored or outcasted or anything like that. But, I didn't really have a whole lot of interaction with people because they all knew each other, etc. Is it worth it? Like I said, I think it's a little bit overpriced for what you get. I would like to see them do, like, they did give us like one little bottle of like water or soda. I would love to see them have like an all-inclusive option where you can like have alcohol and stuff. I don't know what the rules are on that. Some of those party boats out there definitely had an open bar that people were taking advantage of. So anyway, that's that. Not a bad way to spend the day. I left the ship at about 11:30 and it's about 4:30 now. So it was a whole 5-hour adventure from start to finish. The actual boat part of it was only 2. I did walk around and explore some of the shops. The guide mentioned a taco restaurant that he said was good, but I looked up the pricing and it was just a tad too high for me. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go back on board and eat. There are several places here on board that I haven't tried yet, including the buffet. So that's what's next. That's what we're gonna do. I'll of course take you with me. We'll see what we see. We'll do what we do, and we'll talk soon. So here we are, evening attire. Nothing crazy, shorts and everything, but I decided to doll up just a little bit more than what I was wearing earlier. I did just eat at the buffet. I wanted to, try that out, and I actually was impressed. I think the selection was a little bit small, but keep in mind that this is dinner, so they, obviously prioritize like the main dining room and other restaurants. And the buffet is going to be a limited selection for dinner, but I thought the food was good. What I had, the pasta creation that I made, was quite tasty, and I did enjoy the pizza. I wouldn't say it's my favorite pizza at sea, but it was very edible as well. And yeah, I got plenty full, so there's still like an hour and a half where I'll have cell service. My Wi-Fi situation this cruise has been a little confusing, so I'm gonna put that in my review at the end because it's an NCL sort of quirk, how that works, and lesson learned there. But since I do currently have cell service still, I'm gonna go somewhere where I can find, said cell service for the next hour or so to, check social media and whatever else, and then we'll go from there. So let's go do stuff. We'll talk soon. So at this point, I decided to go down to the main area of the ship where the lobby atrium is, because they very often have entertainment going on in there, including this music with Paula. And I grabbed a drink at the bar and hung out in there for an hour or so, and then I saw on the program that there was an LGBTQ mixer. I had seen it in the schedule the day before and had attempted to go, but it ended up not working out. But I was like, today I'm gonna make friends. And sure enough, I did. There were actually quite a few gays on board of all shapes and sizes and backgrounds, and it was really cool to mix and mingle with people. And at one point, I discovered that the lights on the ceiling of the observation lounge looked like a hidden Mickey, so I took a picture of that. And then I was hungry, so I went down to the local bar and grill and just grabbed a salad, something quick before bed, and then I made my way back up to my room. Alright y'all, that is a wrap. It is the next day. I stayed out quite late last night. I ended up going to the LGBTQ mixer, which I hadn't done the first 2 days. The first day I didn't even know they had one. I was having issues with the app and figuring out like the schedule and whatever. But they updated that and it works fine now. And then yesterday I stopped by and I was there for all of 10 seconds and then anxiety brain said nope. So I went down into the lobby and hung out a little bit and ended up in bed pretty early yesterday. Or the day before, whatever, but then last night I went and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I met some cool people. I think I'm gonna go hang out with them up on the pool deck now. Anyway, yeah. So not a bad third day. Cabo, obviously, I did the excursion and had a lot of fun out there. Not a bad port. It is kind of inconvenient that you have to tender in, so You know, it's not like you can just walk on and off at your own leisure. Some people were getting kind of frustrated with the tendering process early on in the day because we got there late as it was, and then if they didn't get a tender ticket or didn't have an excursion, like they were waiting until general boarding, which I think that was like at, I don't know, noon or something. Like it was quite late by the time they called for general boarding, so people were like in the lobby area just like waiting and waiting. But I mean, that's just the nature of the beast with the tender port like that. Nothing they can do about that. But otherwise, Cabo San Lucas is actually not a bad port at all. I can see why people like this port, and they even like do overnights and stuff here on some itineraries. So yeah, or there rather, we're not there anymore, but anyway. But yeah, so that was today. That was a lot of rambling words in a row, but yeah. And then right now, in the next video, it's going to be another day at sea, and I'm gonna hang out and, you know, do all the things and say all the things and whatever, but stay tuned for that. I wanna thank you all so much for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.